welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my October budget setup. So before I jump into anything, I did do a September, I said October setup, right? Okay. So I did a September budget closeout. It was 30 minutes long, y'all. And guess what? It had no audio. I'm not exactly sure what happens. And in the state that I'm in, I had no patience to sit down and do a like a voiceover for the entire thing. So I do apologize that you guys are going to miss that video and that I put all this work into it to not be able to show you guys. But I am just going to quickly run through sort of kind of the numbers with you guys. So for my monthly goals, I wanted to reduce spending, which I was able to do a tad bit. And I also wanted to make sure that Discover was the only credit card debt that I had. I did accomplish that. I was able to buy my baby shower dress. I had my baby shower on October the 3rd, and it was a success. It was beautiful. I love the people who put it together for me. I appreciate them and will love them forever. I have my debt snowball here. I started off with Wells Fargo, Discover, Great Lakes, my two Ashley's credit cards, and I was at $11,969.73. I closed out at $12,818.58. And the reason why were for two different reasons. One, I talked about Ashley's Furniture having a sale and me going ahead and buying baby girl's crib and dresser. So that was added on to that credit card. And then two, I think I kind of talked about this in previous videos, but I am taking all of the money that I was putting towards my Great Lakes payment, like big payment that I was gonna make in January. I decided to keep that and put it towards my buffer to help me pad that and get to my goals quicker. So I did just revert back to the standard 5,200 versus the 4,836 that I technically was paying into. So those were the biggest difference. And then with my Discover card, because it closes in the next month whenever I'm doing my debt snowball closeout, the numbers are always a little bit skewed, and so this is what it was at the end of the month in August whenever I did this, and then I did make my payment, but then my Hulu gets charged to my Discover card, so there's always going to seem like it's going up just a tad bit until I start throwing some money towards that. So this is my debt snowball. I also talked about how I do have a car note that I will start paying in October, and I am not going to be including it in my debt snowball because it's not something that I am focused on at all. It's not a debt that I'm trying to pay off in the year of 2022. This is everything that I want to be able to pay off, and then once those are taken care of, then I will start working on that. Plus we're having a baby, so I'm just trying not to overwhelm myself with too many things. My top priorities was I wanted to get to $1,200 originally by December. I have already met that goal, but I decided to do a rundown of all of my bills, including my car note, now that I have that. So it has changed. You guys will see that sort of in a second. My goal is still to get to $1,400 in my emergency fund by the end of the year. We are still pretty much on track for that. And same thing for the 500 in savings. I am still on track for that as well too. But this goal was accomplished. I closed out both of my paychecks, and my goal was to roll over $50. However, I did roll over $264.22. Excuse me. Whew. So sorry, you guys. And then I just closed out everything in my actual monthly budget. So let's head over to October. I already did and let me just fix this so y'all can see it. I already did the dashboard for everything. I really don't have a lot of bills, you guys. It's just my income is not like a whole lot, and some of the things that I do have are a little bit more pricier, but these are all of my bills, and they're just here. I get paid on the 8th and the 22nd for this month. I do get paid bi-weekly. So we're going to kind of jump into everything. My debt snowball will be in another video because I am not putting it together in this video. So we're just going to talk about my goals, my top priorities, and anything that I need to check off. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Janelle. I do all things budgeting. I also include work week lunches, grocery hauls, meal planning, and I also will post lifestyle videos such as updates on our home as me and my husband bought our first home in December, and we are now expecting our first child. And I also got married in September as well too. So if that is something that you're interested in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Click to get all of my notifications every time that I post a video. So we're gonna start off with my goals, and we have goals 1 and 2. I am having a little mommy brain because I had 2 goals that I wanted to accomplish and I can't remember the second one. But when I do, I will go ahead and write it in. But for sure, for goal 1, I want to try and put $150 towards my Discover card to start getting a head on this thing and start tackling it down, because that will make me feel so better if I can get that taken care of before the end of the year. Like I said, I don't remember what my goal 2 was, but when I do, I will definitely go ahead and write it in. And it was so important too, and I just can't remember why I can't remember it. For check off items, I do have quite a couple of things that I want to do. So I need to go ahead and try and pay for my Sam's membership. I had one and it expired in June, and I just never went back to go ahead and pay for it, to renew, I should say. So I want to be able to do that because I am wanting to get back into buying bulk, especially with my meat, to offset how much I'm spending in the month for groceries and things of that sort, and then also just for household items, and then soon for baby things as well too. So I think $45 is a great investment, and I believe that's how much it is to renew. I did not put it in my budget because I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that this month or not, but it is definitely something I want to check off. I also want to secure my maternity and or slash birthday photos. And it's probably not my photo shoot. So I am turning the Dirty 30 in November. And so the theme that I want to do for my maternity is also the theme that I kind of want to do for my birthday. It'll be very elegant and very nice. And so I'm in talks with someone who said that they would be able to do both for me. So I just need to get a price point and a date so I can get that all done. And I want to do it this month because the goal is to have it done in November. Also, we are taking a trip this month, so I just need to start preparing for that trip. Make sure we get all of our bags together, go and get any travel size things for us to get this trip together, because lately it takes me so much longer to get things done than it normally does on a regular basis for me. So yeah, we are going to do that. So those are the 3 things that I have right now that I would like to check off my list. There's actually one more. I have a meet and greet with our pediatrician that I need to do before the end of this month. So those are going to be my checkoffs. Then I have my 3 top priorities. So my first top priority originally was to save $1,200 by the end of December to make sure that I was all good for my maternity leave that I hopefully will take in January, and that started in December. So that goal originally was 1,200, but now that I do have a vehicle, it has changed my budget slightly. So my new goal is to get to 3,200 by January 2020, which I think will be good because I'm planning on using one of my 3 paychecks in December to put towards that goal. And then also I will use monies in January to also pay for that goal. And I'll show you guys or talk about it on how I'm actually going to just try and get myself a month ahead. So once I'm already in January, February's bills will already be in place to be covered. And then we still have, I want to save 1,400 for my emergency fund, and then also save 500 for just my regular savings. So those are my 3 priorities, and these are all going to be by December 21, and this is also should be by December 21. So I have some top priorities that I want to continue to work on. So now we're actually going to go over to my actual budget. I'm going to probably I'm trying a new thing, and I'm going to set this up a little bit differently. So we're going to see how that goes. And let's see if it works for us. So I'm going back to budgeting everything on my spreadsheet. I got this spreadsheet from the budgeting wife, but I want to say her name now is Marissa Lydia. But it just pretty much looks like this. And so I already have all of my numbers in here, and that is how I'm going to set it up in here as well too. So that is just what I am looking at. I've also made some changes that I will briefly talk about in this video, but there will be a separate video that you guys should definitely look out for as into what I plan on doing and kind of like why. So first we're going to start off with income. And so I have income 1 and income 2, since I'm getting paid twice this month. I have my rollover, and I have other just in case I receive any other income, and then total. So for budgeted, I am budgeting $1,220 for both of my incomes. I get paid on 10/8 and 10/22. For rollover, I am budgeting $50, and this is because this is what I originally budgeted before I even knew how much I was actually going to roll over. So we're just keeping it as what was budgeted. For other, it's 0 because I didn't budget anything for that. And that brings me of a total budgeted income of $2,490 even. Okay, now we're going to go down to my bills and expenses, and this is where things are going to get broken up a little bit differently. Okay, so we're going to do my bills and expenses. We have my AT&T phone bill, which is budgeted at $186.53, and this is for both me and my husband's phone bill, and for both of our phones because we just got a new phone at the beginning of the year, and this is due on 10/21. It does get charged to our credit card, so I can reap the benefits. This is when the credit card bill is due, so this is just when I make the payment. We have Acorns because I do have an IRA account with them, so they kind of charge you for it or whatnot, and that is $3, and this is due on 10/11. I have my regular transfer. I did reduce this amount from $600 to $450, and this is due on the 8th and the 22nd, and this just goes into my household account. Then we have cash. So if you guys didn't know, I got rid of my cash envelope system, And what I'm doing currently is just using my Capital One Quicksilver card to purchase my groceries, my gas, household items, any personal things that I'm doing, and so forth. And each month, I will just make a payment to my credit card and make sure that the statement balance is paid off each month. And as long as I do that, then I will reap the benefits, but also not put myself in a constraint where, especially right now, where everything is inflated, groceries are super expensive. It's just been a little bit overwhelming with trying to budget out each category, knowing that I needed more money in groceries, but I also need to budget something for household, even if I'm not buying anything for household. So it was just getting a little out of hand for me. So I'm doing it this way to see how it's working. So far, so good, but we'll just continue on with that journey. And this will just come out on the 8th. It's not really having a due date, but that's just when I'm taking out this money. It will get transferred over into my Capital One checking account, and whatever I'm ready to pay the bill, I will go ahead and pay it. Keep in mind, my husband does give me about $200 to $250 a month to go towards groceries as well too, so that payment will also go towards that overall credit card payment. So we're looking at about 400, 450 that will go towards the credit card, which is about what I was budgeting each month just by myself. Then we have my investments. I have 3 investment accounts and I am budgeting $60, and I, let's just say, pay that on the 8th and the 22nd, because I just do that twice, every 2 weeks. And then we have my rollover, which I am budgeting $50. And that does not have a due date. And then I'm also going to incorporate miscellaneous. And I am budgeting $0, but we know how that goes. And that one does not have a due date. And what I'm going to do now is I was going to use orange, but let's see. Yeah, that's too much. It's not enough of a contrast. So then we are going to just highlight to have some separation right here. I really do need to get me some stickers or something, y'all. But for right now, this will have to do. And I am going to have, I had a black pen, y'all. I had a black pen. Let's see if this one works. And this is going to say total, and we are going to write in the total here, and that's going to put me at $954.53 and expenses. Okay, so these are all my bills and expenses. Now we are going to go down to all of my debt that I will be paying for this month. So we have Discover, and that's budgeted at $35. We have my Spark credit card. We went out to eat towards the end of last month or something like that, and we spent $86.79. So that is what we're going to be paying. We have my Ashley 1 card and my Ashley 2 card. We have one for $96 and one for $50. And then we have my Capital One Auto, and we are budgeting $626 for that. And we have Great Lakes. I have not made the decision whether or not I'm going to put this towards Great Lakes or put this towards savings still, but I'm just going to leave it in my debt portion, which is $52. And those are the only debt payments currently that I am going to be looking to cover for this paycheck or for this month. And we are just going to do another division, And we are going to do total here. And all of my debt payments come out to $945.79. So that is what we are looking at for debt. And now we're going to go down to my savings, y'all. So I have also changed my sinking funds category. So I originally had maybe like 10 or 11 or something like that, but I have decided to what's the word, shrink my savings in a sense, to make them broader categories to cover stuff. So the same way I was looking at my cash envelopes were sort of the way that I was looking at my saving items. So for instance, I'm putting money towards clothes every month. However, I don't really buy clothes every month. I do maybe like in every 6 months buy new undergarments, maybe a shirt here or cover for my Stitch Fix. And I've put my Stitch Fix on hold. However, I may want to use that clothes money to put towards my fund money so that we can go out and not use a credit card but have our funds covered. So I've actually decided to bundle some of my categories together. So and delete or add something. So my first category is going to be baby. Now, if you watch my household video, we already have a cash envelope for her. However, when she is born, we will do everything electronically. Right now, we're using the cash because we're also getting like gift cards and stuff like that, and it kind of makes it easier to differentiate the money and stuff. I don't know why, but in my head it makes sense. So for baby, I currently don't have anything budgeted. We'll see how my actual budget goes. So we have baby. Then we have my emergency fund, and that's budgeted at $40 for the month. Then we have fun, and fun includes fun, travel, and holidays. Those are all things that I don't have to do, but there's something that we want to be able to enjoy, and that is getting $70 for the month. Then we have health, and that is getting $20 a month. Next is going to be household, and that is getting $28 a month. We're gonna move on to over here. Then we have savings one, which is getting $50. Yeah, $50. Then we have savings two, which is currently my buffer, which will be getting $100. So if you were looking for my buffer and my regular expenses, it's now going towards savings two because that's where it's actually going. And then lastly, we have transportation. And that is getting $12 for the month. And now we're going to do my separation. And tell me what you guys think about this sort of kind of method, if it makes understanding my budget a little bit better. And this is a total of $320. And then I'm actually going to pull out my sticker for total expenses. So we have that here. Whoops. Okay. And I'm just going to wrap this one here. And for my total expenses, we are looking at $2,220.32. And then we have my remaining balance that we're going to put down. And oops. And my remaining balance is $269.68 left in or left out of the income that I have. And then one more thing that I'm going to be adding down here is going to be my 3 investment accounts. I am actually going to be sharing with you guys. I know I started it before and then I stopped, and then I kind of figured out how I wanted to be able to do it. Is going to be, I'm going to put it down here. Oops. And I am going to fill it out with you guys when I do my updated debt snowball and budget and go over my cash envelopes and stuff. And then going forward, it can just be something that we do at the beginning of the month. But I mean, I guess I can go over it twice, y'all. Let's just go ahead and do them. So just to finish this off, we have Robinhood, which I invest in. I have an IRA, and then I also just have a regular Acorns account. My starting balance with Robinhood is $215.34. My IRA is at 147.24, and my regular Acorns is at 147.86, and that totals out to $510.44. I'm not going to put how much I actually put in here because we've already budgeted what I've put in here. So when I actually put it in there, I will do that. I'll leave the date blank, and then at the end of the month, we'll talk about what my remaining balance is. And this is from the first of the month, and then my remaining balance will be, oh, maybe I shouldn't have used this sticker. But it's not really remaining balance, but we'll just leave it like that. This will be my ending balance as to how much we have at the end of the month. So this actually concludes my October's monthly budget setup. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys liked it. Once again, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Share with your friends and family, and I'll see you guys in the next one.